$14 million. That's the estimated value of Chief Keef's mansion in the California hills right now. A massive property with a fountain out front, a Lamborghini parked in a driveway, a professional recording studio inside, and stunning mountain views stretching into the distance. What makes it even more incredible is where the story started. Just over a decade earlier, he was spending most of his time inside his grandmother's Chicago home, with no major record deal, limited resources, and a future that was still uncertain. The rise could hardly be more dramatic. Keith Farrell Cozart was born on August 15, 1995 on the south side of Chicago, Illinois. He grew up in Parkway Garden Homes, a public housing community that became widely known as O-Block. There were no industry connections, no wealthy background, and no guaranteed path to success. Instead, he was raised by his grandmother, Margaret Carter, who worked as a school bus driver. Alongside that, there was a karaoke machine his mother left behind and a natural talent for rap that started showing up at a young age. He was only 5 years old when he first began recording himself performing rhymes. At that age, he would borrow blank tapes from neighbors just to hear his own voice played back. His biological father was largely absent from his life, while his grandmother became his biggest source of support. Chief Keef has spoken publicly about how much she meant to him. In an Instagram post after her passing, he shared that he hoped he had given her something to be proud of. That says a lot about the person behind the fame and the flashy lifestyle. Growing up in a challenging environment came with obstacles, and during his teenage years, he began attracting attention for various personal and legal issues. At 16, he was placed on house arrest at his grandmother's home following an incident that brought him into contact with authorities. No professional studio, no major label backing, no big budget, just a teenager spending most of his time at home in one of Chicago's toughest neighborhoods. This is where the story takes a wild turn. A lot of people in that situation might have stepped back and waited for things to change. Keef did the opposite. He transformed that house into a creative workspace and filmed the now famous music video for I Don't Like right in the living room. There was no elaborate set, no expensive wardrobe, and no high-profile director attached to the project. It was simply him and his friends performing in front of a camera, bringing the energy of the song to life. That unfiltered style and genuine feel grabbed people's attention fast and helped the video spread across the internet. I Don't Like first gained momentum around Chicago before expanding far beyond the city. The drill sound, driven by Young Chop's hard-hitting production, combined with Keef's calm delivery and vivid storytelling, felt completely different from what many mainstream hip-hop listeners were used to hearing at the time. The track stood out in a major way, and audiences kept coming back to it. Then, Kanye West heard it. As a fellow Chicago artist, Kanye quickly recognized that this wasn't just another popular song. He saw a fresh sound that was making a serious impact on the culture. Soon after, he put together his own remix of the track, bringing in Big Sean, Pusha T, and Jadakiss before releasing it to a much wider audience. According to reports from that time, Keef's rise happened incredibly fast. One moment, he was a 16-year-old spending most of his time at home in Chicago's O-Block neighborhood, and the next, some of the biggest names in the music industry were trying to sign him. Interest in his music exploded almost overnight. Jun Jeezy's CTE World reportedly wanted to work with him. Def Jam reached out, Atlantic showed interest as well. Major labels were paying close attention to a teenager whose music was creating serious buzz across the country. As the attention grew, Keef and his team took their time and carefully considered their options. Rather than rushing into a deal, they allowed interest from different companies to build. Eventually, they chose Interscope Records, one of the most influential labels in the business. Reports stated the agreement was worth up to $6 million across 3 albums, along with an additional $440,000 advance to help launch his own imprint, Glory Boys Entertainment. Think about how remarkable that was. A teenager from Chicago who had been recording music with limited resources not long before was now signing a multi-million-dollar recording contract. For people familiar with his background, it was the kind of opportunity that seemed almost impossible to imagine just a short time earlier. The transformation was dramatic and had everyone talking. His debut album, Finally Rich, arrived in December 2012 and helped push his career even further. Popular tracks like Love Sosa and Hate Being Sober became fan favorites, while the album climbed into the top 30 of the Billboard 200. By that point, Chief Keef had become a recognized name across the music world. The drill sound was reaching audiences far beyond Chicago, and new opportunities were opening up everywhere. The rise was officially underway. But compared to what came next, that was only the beginning. The larger story of Chief Keef's success isn't just about Chicago, it's also about the major shift that followed. Chicago helped introduce him to the world, but California became the place where he expanded his career and built something much bigger. That transition would end up changing everything. Now, this is where the story becomes especially interesting. One of the first major moves Chief Keef made after signing with Interscope was renting a massive 6,000 square foot home in Highland Park, Illinois, an upscale suburb outside Chicago. The property featured 6 bedrooms, a home theater, and impressive views of Lake Michigan. It was a dramatic change from the environment where he had spent most of his childhood. Imagine how surreal that must have felt. A young artist who grew up in public housing was suddenly living in a huge luxury home with amenities many people only see in movies. The contrast between those two worlds was impossible to ignore. It showed just how quickly his circumstances had changed as his music career took off. However, the Highland Park chapter didn't last long. Reports later indicated that by 2014, financial issues surrounding the property had surfaced and legal disputes related to the rental arrangement followed. For many people, a setback like that might have led them to stay out of the spotlight for a while and quietly reassess their next move. Chief Keef took a different approach. Rather than disappearing from public view, he remained confident and optimistic. Around that time, he posted the phrase "Sky is the limit" on Instagram and revealed plans to relocate to California. What really got people talking was how confidently he handled that transition. There was no lengthy public explanation and no attempt to dwell on past setbacks. Instead, he moved forward and reshaped the next phase of his career in real time. With the same self-belief that had helped him rise in music, he packed up and headed to Los Angeles, one of the most competitive and expensive real estate markets in the world, and started building a new chapter from there. He eventually settled in the San Fernando Valley, particularly around the Woodland Hills and Tarzana area. If you know Los Angeles, you know that part of the city feels completely different from the environment where he grew up. The area is known for gated properties, scenic mountain views, quiet streets, and well-known residents. It offers a level of privacy and calm that attract entertainers, entrepreneurs, and successful professionals alike. For Chief Keef, this change of scenery provided an opportunity to focus on his career, business ventures, and long-term goals. After navigating various public challenges earlier in life, the move gave him a chance to concentrate on creating something built to last. It was a major shift, and people quickly noticed the difference. And make sure to hit that subscribe button before we keep going, because things are about to get even more interesting. We're diving into the mansion itself, the vehicles in his collection, how his live performances contribute to his earnings, and what it takes to maintain a high-profile lifestyle in California at this level. Now, when it comes to the Woodland Hills mansion, many fans view it as the centerpiece of Chief Keef's California success story. Once you hear what the property includes, it becomes easy to understand why it gets so much attention. This isn't just a large house, it's an impressive estate designed on a whole different scale. This property is more than just a home, it's a statement. Reports have valued the estate at as much as $14 million, a number that immediately grabs attention. To put that into perspective, the average home in the United States is worth a fraction of that amount. Chief Keef's residence stands in a completely different category, reflecting just how far his journey has taken him. The estate is located in one of the most desirable areas of Los Angeles, tucked away in the San Fernando Valley. It sits within a private neighborhood where security and privacy are highly valued. In a city filled with public figures and high-profile residents, having space away from constant attention is considered one of the biggest luxuries of all. The home itself offers more than 5,000 square feet of living space, featuring 5 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms.
The Mediterranean-inspired design includes stucco finishes, a classic red tile roof, and a gated entrance that immediately creates a sense of exclusivity. From the moment visitors arrive, it's clear this is no ordinary property. It's a remarkable estate built for comfort and privacy.
Walking through the entrance, one of the first standout features is the spacious front yard and its large working fountain. It's the kind of detail that instantly catches your eye. Considering Chief Keef's humble beginnings in Chicago, reaching a point where he could own a property with features like this represents a dramatic transformation in lifestyle and opportunity. Step inside, and the scale of the home becomes even more impressive. The main living area features soaring ceilings, a fireplace, a large entertainment setup, and carefully selected furnishings that give the space a polished look. Bright walls, an open layout, and elegant design choices create an atmosphere that feels both luxurious and welcoming. The kitchen is packed with high-end features, including granite countertops, stainless steel appliances, a breakfast bar, and a spacious walk-in pantry with plenty of storage. Whether meals are prepared at home or brought in, the space is designed to handle it all with ease. It's stylish, functional, and built to match the overall scale of the property. But what truly makes this home stand out isn't just the luxury finishes, it's the features tailored specifically to Chief Keef's career and interests. One of the biggest highlights is the professional recording studio built directly into the house. This isn't a simple recording corner with basic equipment. It's a dedicated creative space designed to support music production whenever inspiration strikes. For an artist known for releasing a steady stream of music, having an in-house studio is a smart investment as much as it is a convenience. Instead of traveling to outside facilities, coordinating schedules, or paying ongoing studio costs, everything's available right at home. If a new idea comes to mind late at night, he can head straight into the studio and start working immediately. That kind of flexibility can be incredibly valuable for a full-time musician. Then there's the arcade room, which has become one of the most talked about features of the property. According to people familiar with the home, the collection includes both classic and modern arcade machines, creating a space that feels more like a private entertainment center than a typical game room. For someone who came from modest beginnings, it's the kind of feature that represents how much life has changed over the years. The backyard is just as impressive as the rest of the estate. It features a large swimming pool, a jacuzzi, a spacious patio with outdoor seating, a fire pit, and even a basketball court, all set against beautiful California mountain views. The outdoor space alone feels like a private retreat, offering plenty of room for relaxation, entertainment, and enjoying the warm Southern California weather. It's hard not to notice the contrast between where Chief Keef started and where he is today. That dramatic difference is one of the reasons his story resonates with so many people. His success reflects years of growth, determination, and the ability to turn opportunities into something much larger than anyone might have expected during his early days in Chicago. The Tarzana property also attracted major media attention following a security-related incident in 2018. According to reports, individuals attempted to gain unauthorized access to the residence while Chief Keef was at home. During the response, a confrontation occurred outside the property involving law enforcement. Thankfully, no injuries were reported, but the situation highlighted the importance of strong security measures for high-profile public figures. Following the incident, additional security precautions were reportedly implemented across properties associated with Chief Keef in California. Privacy and safety became an even greater priority, helping ensure that his homes remained secure and protected. For someone with a high public profile, maintaining that level of security is often considered a necessary part of daily life. Over the years, the Woodland Hills and Tarzana area has become a significant part of Chief Keef's California story. The properties connected to him represent more than real estate. They reflect the growth of his career and long-term investments. Now, let's take a look at the vehicles in Chief Keef's collection, because this lineup is designed to get attention. His garage features several high-end luxury and performance vehicles, each with its own unique style and personality. The first one that stands out is the Lamborghini Urus. In 2023, Chief Keef generated a huge amount of online buzz after revealing a custom Scooby-Doo-themed Lamborghini Urus. Instead of leaving the vehicle in its factory form, he reportedly went all in with custom artwork and personalized design elements, creating a one-of-a-kind SUV inspired by the famous cartoon character. The result quickly spread across social media and became a major conversation piece among fans and car enthusiasts alike. A standard Lamborghini Urus typically starts around $250,000 and is already one of the most recognizable luxury SUVs on the market. Known for its impressive performance and aggressive styling, it combines supercar-inspired engineering with everyday practicality. Chief Keef's customized version took that attention to another level and showcased his willingness to do things differently. Then there's the Lamborghini SVJ, a vehicle built with performance in mind. Equipped with a powerful V12 engine and produced in limited numbers, the SVJ is considered one of Lamborghini's most exclusive models. With only a select number made worldwide, it has become a highly sought-after vehicle among collectors and automotive enthusiasts. Reports place its value well into the hundreds of thousands of dollars, making it one of the standout pieces in his collection. The garage also reportedly includes a Rolls-Royce Cullinan. As Rolls-Royce's flagship luxury SUV, the Cullinan is known for its handcrafted interior, premium materials, and exceptionally smooth ride quality. Depending on options and customization, its price can rise far beyond its already substantial starting point. The Rolls-Royce Cullinan is the kind of vehicle that makes an impression before the driver even steps out. Its combination of luxury, craftsmanship, and presence has made it one of the most recognizable high-end SUVs in the world. For many collectors, it represents the ultimate blend of comfort and prestige. Another standout in Keef's collection is the Ferrari SF90. This plug-in hybrid supercar combines a twin-turbocharged V8 engine with electric motors to deliver remarkable performance and cutting-edge technology. With acceleration figures that rival some of the fastest production vehicles ever built and a top speed exceeding 200 miles per hour, the SF90 is widely considered one of Ferrari's most advanced creations. Starting prices are typically well above $500,000, placing it among the elite tier of performance cars. The collection reportedly also includes a Mercedes-Benz AMG G63, a luxury SUV known for its distinctive design and powerful performance. Combining off-road capability with premium comfort, the G63 has become a favorite among entertainers, athletes, and business figures. Its bold appearance ensures it rarely goes unnoticed. Then there's the Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat Red Eye, bringing a completely different flavor to the lineup. Known for its impressive horsepower and classic American muscle car character, it adds another dimension to an already diverse collection. When you look at the full garage, it becomes clear that every category is represented: luxury, exotic performance, sport utility, and muscle cars all in one place. Earlier in his career, reports linked Chief Keef to other notable vehicles as well, including a Ferrari 458 Spider, several Bentley models, an Audi Q7, and a BMW i8. While collections naturally change over time, the overall value of the vehicles associated with them remains substantial. Chief Keef's success represents more than just financial achievements. It reflects the journey of someone who turned early talent into a long-lasting career. Going from recording on borrowed tapes as a child to owning high-end vehicles and luxury properties is a remarkable transformation. For many fans, those milestones serve as visible reminders of how far he's come and how much he's accomplished over the years. Now let's talk about the business side of the story, because this is where things get especially interesting. Estimates of Chief Keef's net worth have varied over time, with some reports placing it around $4 million as of 2025, while others suggest different figures. Like many entertainers, his financial picture can shift depending on investments, business expenses, new projects, and changes within the music industry. What stands out most is the foundation he's built through multiple income streams and long-term career moves.
live performances remain one of the biggest contributors to an artist's earnings. According to various reports, Chief Keef can earn anywhere from $40,000 to $85,000 per performance, depending on the event and circumstances. When multiple appearances are scheduled within a single month, those numbers can add up quickly. Even at the lower end of those estimates, a busy performance schedule can generate substantial revenue and highlight the value of maintaining a dedicated fan base.
Collaborations are another important source of income. Reports have suggested that Chief Keef may command fees reaching approximately $150,000 for a guest verse on another artist's track. While rates can vary from project to project, that level of demand reflects the influence he has maintained within the music world. Artists often seek out recognizable voices and established names to help bring additional attention and excitement to their releases. When you combine performance revenue, music releases, collaborations, business ventures, and investments, it becomes easier to understand how Chief Keef has been able to sustain his lifestyle and continue expanding his brand. Many artists are reportedly willing to pay significant fees to collaborate with Chief Keef, and that says a lot about the influence he has maintained throughout his career. It's not simply about current trends or short-term popularity. His name carries years of recognition, a dedicated fan base, and a lasting impact on modern hip-hop. More than a decade into his career, he continues to be viewed as a valuable collaborator by artists across the industry. Beyond performing and recording music, the business side of his career has become a major part of his long-term success. Chief Keef operates Glow Gang, which began as a music collective and later expanded into a clothing brand with merchandise that remains popular among fans. Building a recognizable brand outside of music has allowed him to create additional opportunities and revenue streams over the years. He also runs 43B, or 43 Billion, his own record label, giving him greater control over his music and business decisions. For many artists, ownership is one of the most important factors in building long-term financial stability. Having the ability to manage releases and oversee key aspects of his catalog allows him to operate with a higher degree of independence than many performers achieve early in their careers. Another major factor is the continued popularity of his music catalog. Songs like Love Sosa, I Don't Like, Finito, Kobe, Earned It, and Numbers have accumulated huge streaming numbers and continue to attract listeners years after their original release. These tracks remain part of playlists, workout mixes, social media content, and everyday listening habits around the world. That ongoing audience engagement means his music continues generating revenue through streaming platforms and licensing opportunities. Even when no new release is arriving that week, the catalog keeps working in the background, demonstrating the long-term value of creating songs that remain popular long after their debut. The revenue generated from a successful music catalog can continue month after month, creating a steady source of income long after a song's initial release. On top of that, brand partnerships can provide another significant stream of earnings. Reports have suggested that Chief Keef has secured lucrative promotional and partnership opportunities over the years. With his influence in hip-hop and his strong connection with fans, it's easy to see why companies may be interested in working with him. His impact on music culture has remained noticeable for years. As one of the most referenced and influential artists of his era, he continues to attract attention from both fans and businesses looking to connect with his audience. That kind of visibility can create opportunities that extend far beyond music alone. Of course, maintaining a high-profile lifestyle comes with major expenses as well. This is the part many people overlook when they see luxury homes, exotic vehicles, and successful careers from a distance. A property reported valued in the multi-million-dollar range in Los Angeles can come with substantial annual property taxes, insurance costs, and ongoing maintenance requirements. Security is another important expense. Following past security-related concerns reported at one of his California residences, investing in additional protective measures became an understandable priority. For public figures, maintaining privacy and safety often requires professional systems and ongoing monitoring, all of which can add considerably to yearly costs. The home itself also requires significant upkeep. Utilities for a large property featuring amenities such as a pool, jacuzzi, home gym, recording studio, and entertainment areas can become a substantial recurring expense.
Landscaping, repairs, upgrades, and routine maintenance all contribute to the overall cost of ownership. Then there's the vehicle collection. High-end luxury and performance cars often come with expensive insurance policies, specialized maintenance requirements, and premium service schedules. Owning multiple exotic vehicles can require a considerable financial commitment, making it clear that maintaining this lifestyle involves much more than simply purchasing the assets in the first place.
Chief Keef is also a father of 9 children, and family-related financial responsibilities have been part of his public financial story over the years. Reports have noted that family support obligations have occasionally been discussed in legal proceedings, which may help explain why different sources have reported varying estimates of his net worth at different points in his career. Like many public figures, his overall financial picture includes both income and significant personal responsibilities. At the same time, he has built a business structure that extends far beyond music alone. Revenue from live performances, streaming platforms, merchandise sales, collaborations, brand partnerships, and business ventures all contribute to the larger operation. What makes his situation especially notable is that he is also invested in assets and business ownership, creating value that can continue beyond any single project or release. Another topic that has attracted attention in recent years is the growth of his jewelry collection. Chief Keef is well known for wearing custom-designed chains, pendants, watches, and other luxury accessories. Many of these pieces feature Glow Gang branding and personalized designs that reflect his career, achievements, and identity as an artist. Some of these custom items are reported to be worth tens of thousands of dollars, making them significant luxury purchases in their own right. Crafted by respected jewelers and built with detailed custom work, they have become a recognizable part of his public image. Fans often spot new pieces in photos, music videos, and social media posts, turning each edition into a topic of discussion. Within hip-hop culture, jewelry often represents personal milestones and accomplishments. In Chief Keef's case, many supporters see the collection as a visual record of his journey, from his early days as a rising artist to becoming an established figure in the music industry. The lifestyle Chief Keef enjoys today looks very different from the environment where he grew up. His home in the Woodland Hills area offers privacy, security, peaceful surroundings, and scenic mountain views. Luxury vehicles come and go from the driveway, and one of the biggest advantages is having a professional recording studio right inside the house. For an artist, that kind of setup means creativity can be captured the moment inspiration arrives, no matter what time of day. And he's still creating music at a high level. Almighty So 2 arrived in 2024, proving that more than a decade after first breaking into the spotlight, he remains active and engaged in his craft. His consistency has helped him maintain a loyal audience while continuing to attract new listeners. The momentum that began years ago has never completely disappeared. His influence on modern rap is difficult to overlook. Many younger artists have cited Chief Keef as an inspiration, pointing to his style, delivery, creative approach, and independent mindset. Over time, elements of his sound have become deeply woven into the broader hip-hop landscape. What once felt new and unconventional has since become familiar across multiple generations of artists. Glow Gang has also grown into something much larger than a simple brand. For many supporters, it represents a community, a shared identity, and a cultural movement connected to Chief Keef's music and career. The loyalty surrounding the name has helped strengthen his long-term presence in the industry and expanded his reach far beyond music releases alone. That kind of cultural influence carries value that cannot always be measured on a financial statement. It shows up in conversations, collaborations, fan support, and the continued relevance of his work years after his breakthrough. As 2025 moves into 2026, Chief Keef remains one of the most recognizable figures to emerge from his era of hip-hop. Over the course of his career, Chief Keef has experienced both major successes and significant challenges. He has worked with one of the biggest record labels in the industry, later moved into a more independent business approach, and navigated various personal, financial, and legal matters that attracted public attention.
At different points, some observers questioned what the next chapter of his career would look like. Yet through it all, he continued releasing music, developing businesses, and expanding his reach. That level of persistence is not easy to maintain in an industry that changes as quickly as music does. Trends come and go, audiences shift, and many artists struggle to remain relevant over long periods of time. Chief Keef, however, has managed to keep building on the foundation he established years ago, which is a major reason why his brand continues to hold value today. The California chapter of his life has been particularly important. Over time, the Woodland Hills and Tarzana area became closely associated with his lifestyle, business interests, and long-term investments. Rather than simply being a place to live, it evolved into a base for many of the ventures that now support his career. The move represented a fresh start and opened the door to new opportunities.
Real estate has become one of the more notable parts of that story. Reports suggest that some properties connected to Chief Keef have increased substantially in value over time. When property values rise, owners can benefit from long-term appreciation, creating assets that may continue generating value well into the future. That type of investment strategy can play an important role in building lasting financial stability. Today, the overall picture includes luxury vehicles, valuable real estate, a music catalog that continues attracting listeners, a record label under his control, a successful merchandise brand, and a performance career that remains active. Add in his lasting influence on hip-hop culture, and it becomes clear why Chief Keef continues to be viewed as one of the most impactful artists of his generation. That is what a long-term success story looks like, not just a large contract or a single hit record, but an entire foundation built over years of work. Chief Keef is widely regarded as one of the most influential hip-hop artists of the past 15 years, not only because of his music, but because of the impact he has had on the generation that followed. His career helped demonstrate that an artist could build a powerful platform through originality, consistency, and a direct connection with fans. His journey showed that talent, determination, and a unique creative voice can open doors even without industry connections or a famous background. From recording music as a child in Chicago to owning luxury properties in California before turning 30, his rise has become one of the most talked about stories in modern hip-hop. For many supporters, his career serves as an example of how persistence and self-belief can create opportunities that once seemed out of reach. One of the most remarkable aspects of his story is how quickly things changed. As a teenager, he was creating music from home with limited resources. A few years later, he had become a recognized artist with a global audience, luxury vehicles, major real estate investments, and multiple business ventures. Along the way, he also built his own label, expanded the Glow Gang brand, and developed a music catalog that continues attracting listeners around the world. He achieved many of those milestones at an age when most people are still exploring their future paths. That rapid rise helped make him a standout figure within the industry and drew attention from fans, artists, and executives alike. Even today, the influence of his music can still be heard across multiple corners of hip-hop. That's what makes the story larger than just chart success or popular songs. It's about the creation of a lasting brand, a collection of business ventures, valuable assets, and a cultural legacy that continues to grow. The California chapter in particular reflects how far the journey has come, from humble beginnings to building a lifestyle and business network piece by piece, project by project, investment by investment, and year by year. And from where Chief Keef is today, with a successful career, valuable investments, and a lasting influence on hip-hop culture, there's little sign that he plans to slow down anytime soon. His story continues to evolve, and fans remain eager to see what he builds next. From music and business ventures to real estate and brand expansion, the journey is still unfolding. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss future uploads. It really helps the channel grow and lets us keep bringing you more stories about the biggest names in music and entertainment.
And if you're interested in seeing how other artists turn their success into businesses, investments, and long-term wealth, click on the video appearing on your screen right now. You might be surprised by what some of these artists have built beyond the music. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.